Hello, welcome back to my channel, and today I'll be showing you this delicious African chicken stew. So first, you're going to need parsley, and you're going to need your green seasoning, and this is ginger garlic onion blend. Here I have my diced onions, and in the bowl I have blended 5 large tomatoes, very large tomatoes. And you will need 2 cans of tomato paste. You will need Knorr or Maggi cubes. This is my Knorr that's already been mashed. And I have my salt here. And I also have my black pepper. And most of all, you will need a pound of chicken that's cleaned. But yes, first I'll be adding the ginger garlic onion to the chicken and the green seasoning. As well, I will be also adding some onions here. I won't be using them all, but you'll see why. And I will be also adding my salt, my lovely salt, and pepper. And then, as I said before, you're gonna need your Knorr cube. It's already been crushed. And we will just mix this all together. Okay, so now we will place the lid and we will let this come to a boil or simmer for about 30 minutes. So in a different pan altogether, you'll be adding those blended tomatoes. And I am just going to mix it. And we will let this come to a boil, of course. All right. So put the lid on and let it boil for about 30 minutes on medium. But you have to keep watching it, okay? Because when you are cooking your tomatoes down, you want to just see holes punctured inside. I don't know how to explain it, but it will be dried. That's the type of texture you're looking for your tomatoes. So what you would do is occasionally just check on them like I am now. You see how it's starting to dry out? That is what you want. That is the way it should be. Okay. Leave the lid. Come back to check on it in 10 more minutes or so. And you see how it has holes in it? That is the perfect type of tomato paste that you would like. I'm so sorry, I don't know what's going on with me today, but yes. And here is our chicken actually. So all we're going to do now is just remove that boiled chicken. Okay. And sorry if you hear noise in my background. I mean, that's just my family members. But yes, this is the stock that you have. And I've actually placed it in another bowl. And we're going to set that aside. And you're going to see why later on. So now here I'm just adding in some oil to the pan. And now I am just going to fry the chicken on both sides for about 7 minutes on medium high, okay? And now, one thing I would like to mention is that a lot of people, when they cook their boiled chicken, they fry it until it's really, really brown. I want it to be a semi-brown. I don't want it to be completely brown because I just don't like my chicken to be too hard, mainly when you're making tomato stew. So, yeah, that's kind of like a preference. But yes. We're just going to let it fry for 7 minutes, as I said before. And as you see, I'm just flipping it over, okay? And please remember, before you even add your boiled chicken to oil, you can pat it dry because, again, water and oil do not mix. So please be careful when doing this. All right. Okay, so after it's been cooking for 7 minutes on each side, we are just going to remove it from the pan. And another tip, what am I saying? Another tip would be to sieve it. If you see that there are leftover bits of the cooked chicken, you can just sieve it. So, okay, now I am just adding in that tomato paste. And yes, I use both cans because all you're going to need is 2. It may look like a lot in the beginning, but once it cooks down, you'll recognize that it will reach the same amount or quantity as the blended tomatoes that you will add in next. But we will fry this. We will fry this in the oil first. As you see, I'm just pushing it down into the oil and I'm just gently mixing it. Please be careful when frying. I must say, there has been plenty of times that I've actually hurt myself, but I learned, I learned not to do those mistakes again. So yes, you can go ahead and add in your blended tomatoes that have actually been cooked down and dried. And now I will be mixing it. And this is the process of how you actually make your tomato sauce, okay? You just mix your tomato paste that's been cooked in oil with the tomatoes that you've boiled, and you mix. And as you see here, it's actually absorbing the oil. All right, and that is your goal. This is what you want when you're making your typical African stew. So yes, I am just going to continue to mix this. And as you see, it's looking really, really nice. And that's what it should look like in the process. Okay. That looks really, really good. But yes, just keep stirring. Don't worry about it. And if you have a nonstick, you're good. So now, this is when you add in that leftover chicken stock to your fried tomato paste and tomato. And all I'm doing is just mixing it. And as you can see, it's already starting to form the sauce I was talking about. This video, I would say, is actually how to make your own tomato sauce as well as the stew with the chicken itself. So yes, you can add more stock if you think it's too thick. And in my case, that's exactly what I did. And now I'm just mixing it in gently. All right, see, look at that. That's already a change. And that's exactly what you're looking for when you're making stew, okay? So now I will place my lid on. Please leave your eye on medium, I beg of you, because it will be boiling all over the place. And we will boil for about 30 minutes. So after 30 minutes, look at that. The oil has actually touched the surface. And I'm just gonna add in more of my green seasoning. And I'm gonna also add some onions. And we are just going to mix it, okay? I'm so sorry for this angle. I don't know what happened, but yes. Please mix. And after you mix, you can actually remove some of it. And this is leftover sauce that you can actually use for like jollof rice or spaghetti, any stew that you basically want. That is just how you make your sauce in general. But now we will continue to add the chicken into the leftover sauce, and we will just mix it in, okay? It looks so good. But now you can go ahead and add your parsley. I've just cut up some fresh parsley and I'm just adding it in. And yeah, I guess it's true, I'm a perfectionist, but whatever. So now we're just gonna add our salt. and I did mix it, but yeah, this is your end result here. And after about like 20 more minutes or so, this is what it should look like. This is my delicious African chicken tomato stew that I presented to you guys. Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe. Goodbye.